Yes, I'm not shying away from cocoa board, any cocoa pricing conversation. No. I'm not shying away from it at all. I wanted to better understand it. Now say, on around the Abia could piece of my coca simbia. I'm a Matias here kakra. And on a bro on the critical analysis. Make sure to subscribe and subscribe. Click the notification. The video here tomorrow will be who it may be. In opposition, the NDC government promises cocoa farmers almost 6,000 per bag. Say not to force in kind.
So, Speaker, today the prevailing price at the world market and the exchange rate means that Cocoa Board will be selling one bag of cocoa at 9,700 Ghana cedis at the international market. Right, Honorable Speaker, the cocoa farmer cannot be paid less than 6,000 Ghana cedis per bag. Old Ghana cedis, 60 million old Ghana cedis per bag. The payment of 6,000 Ghana cedis per bag is critical because cocoa farmers deserve the benefit of their hard.
Yes. Now, and on a cocoa farmers, say 2025-2026 farming and kept almost 6,000 from about 3,000 currently. But here around the other explanation be a mere Thomasum kakra. Say no kaiti, Massa back.
So first of all, nobody is disputing the fact. Say Obi and Chine say cocoa ya ton US dollars. Chine bi oza. Okay. Into cocoa no $1 ya ton cedi. Ya ti asesa. Now ya ton dollar na omutua ya $1. Omutua dollar na sa dollar no call Bank of Ghana. Sa eno ka foreign exchange a buying a destabilizing currency and therefore the economy. Now, say a Bank of Ghana no MI and cedis per Bank of Ghana rate. But you follow me. Aha. There is always a dollar value, which is what we get for the cocoa. Now you are multiplying by exchange rate. Meaning, there is the dollar value. So dollar value no, and you determine a percentage ebe kokua for and at the ebe other stakeholders. Who yes dollar rate ni we are. No I multiply no by the exchange rate. And no and ebe mao the ebe ko kweni ni ho, the ebe ko LBC ho, the ebe ko haulage for ho, the ebe ko we ho, the ebe ko we ho. That is how it is done. What in here? It always no. You have three main factors. One is the FOB now declared, which is in US dollars. The percentage already marked, which is in US dollars. Now, Fed one multiplying by exchange rate. That is what determines the price. So you always have these three factors. The dollar, which is what you sell the cocoa for, and that is what you are paid for, which goes to the central bank. So that dollar value no, and now over determine percentage how the mark no. Now determines that percentage now. That is also in dollars. We are now multiplying by the exchange rate. Into yeah, 3,100 no. See this no. It is because $3,100. Aya di ayedima equal 424.25. So $3,100 no exchange rate was 16 cedis. It is at $3,100 no times 16 cedis. NMI and 49,600 cedis for a ton. But all follow the American. 49,600 no. Who person who back price who divided by 16 because 16 bags make a ton. It is at 49,600 divided by 16 no. NMI and 3,100 cedis per bag. Now, from March ending now, CD no started say dropping no. So let's say April no. Drop here to 10 no. Now the SSL cocoa board there say in case you throw LBCs ni na say henceforth no to your farmer no be no 31,775 because exchange rate no you fancy 10 cedis. What you say? And a bag no be 1,970. But Omanpenina buying say no, cocoa board you can't do that. Continue paying the farmer the same value no. What it meant was that they say no, we now needed $4,800 to be able to maintain paying the farmer 3-1 and now 49,600 a bag. Because cocoa, meton cocoa April, the same dollar value no money. And yes, sir. But about Bank of Ghana will not give me times 16. Bank of Ghana be me rate, current rate. So what happened was that such situation by no farmer share no had moved from 63.9% to 99.80%. And now all other stakeholders they are now dropping from 36.1% to 0.20%. So government was virtually subsidizing a bag of cocoa by 1,114 cedis. 1,114 cedis. And the price now keeping or no, it was because government was subsidizing by 1,114 cedis a bag. Because exchange rate yes no, now in case see a farmer no 1,970 or so. But buying say consumer 3-1 no. Whatever the difference is no, we will sort that out. So that is what happened. There is always the exchange rate. So there's a dollar value, there's a percentage to the farmer, and also a dollar. Who we are, and we apply exchange rate. Until I make catch that will say $5,040 no. In exchange rate is 16 cedis, and that's also 16 cedis, and can 8,600. But the truth is that your currency needs to say, you know, a 10.3 or 10.4 to the dollar. What did I mention? I say, it's all dollar in dollar terms, because then you turn $1 and $1 near China. It's a move farmer share from $3,100 to $5,040, almost $2,000. But as a result of the exchange rate in CD value no I to say a marginal, the abroni can say marginal no. But it is so not because you the 100 cedis spend at so. It is so because your currency no and 16 cedis to the dollar bill. So the question I ask myself, they say, is a stronger currency? You see, can a idea a yamaya and I say, and when I listen to some of the arguments that people make. Because all of a sudden I hear everybody and I say yeah, uko clear oniama say, uko craniama say, unya dollar ko a year say, uko ye we say, they say I improve bibi aswati, ababa say a landlords dey here na omukoti omu rent or dollar mu dey na obi assistant to see this because of what is happening. And so all over the country appear say it's such a good thing. Your debt so active by almost 40% and all that. It looks like it's such a good thing for Ghana. But immediately a buy into cocoa no $5,040 who apply the same exchange rate now. Now they are either so cedis no ayekitwa, and it is just because CD no is so strong. So we are benefiting so many other areas. In some other areas no, it's looking like it's marginal.
Peace. Yes. And to tell you around the abbey can any cause amaya. The cocoa price no abai ton they pay us in dollars. So time I know much 3,000 you know. Now the dollar was around 15-14 Ghana cedis. And the dollar ne an average means Bank of Ghana nya abuchi. Community me nya abuchi analysis minimum abuchi meaning Bank of Ghana and the never to reference. Averagely 10-11. It will show us na Ghana ton cocoa $100 worth. CD equivalent a Bank of Ghana de be manono. 1,500, 1,400. Under about you must say from December Obano. What you say? Currently, no Bank of Ghana be man 1,001 and 1,000 Ghana cedis. There's some 300 to 400 cedi BDA. I can't quanta because of the appreciation of the cedi against the dollar. Therefore, so Obama farmer na 6,000 any year because the cedi has appreciated. The dollar has also depreciated against the cedi. But what you say now? MPP argument on me net was
What's it, Buon? What was your initial reaction? Epimwana
obi me yam sheme me yam sheme pa na me enum na menim se ebia omo promise na omo ye na ebia be den kakra ama wom but ni omo de buy pa de 3,228.75 in there. It was shocking. very shocking. Na obi em say wa so we yem be show kakra. Kwani bia ni hɔ a ya frɛ no a nani age sa abo yi ho.
Sa.
Okwani bia ni hɔ. Enra kwani.
Enra ho say me hu media for be quote cards or moye no. Was they quoted the dollar way the farmer share of the FOB no. And a baby now quoted from 3,100 USD to I think let me see. Now 3,100 USD per ton to 5,040 USD per ton. And no na a leading communication team. Me I was like, wow. And they say Obia onte ton no as against 64 kg bag na say no. And me who say okay, now you have to divide weight by 16. And now for your mommy who the real picture but Obi who dollar value no will go like okay, that's big, a big jump. Meaning also who dollar value no.
Oh, I hate me to be. And so, answer Bukari or Sigo no one or she. Queenie be anywhere or no analysis away or beshe. One day, baby, a bottom a yonia, a day man no a corner bottom, or Siko no yet to saying, Baggy beer, they just say, and only here, and only here Queenie beer, na Koma ye de, and name Coco, some ye Kenyan, Queenie. Ena ne ho hia yen nti bibia ye bia na ye amakwene no nti ye ka dollar asem na ye koka euro asem na ye koka FOB na ye koka bibia akwene no enye ho no wo hwe ono de ne ekọ ne bottom a ne kokko na ode okọ carry no ne obenya no eno na obi ehia no pa.
Yeah, but the truth of the matter honorable so ne say final price ekọ farmer ne ho no it doesn't drop from the sky.
It doesn't. I agree. I agree.
Nioma bi ne ye
Nioma bi and ye na no na ese di nokre e kire akuafo no.
Sa.
Eno na obi ese ka nokre e de kire akuafo. So if you say me a young man me de mani afi kakra. Na me a young man me pese me kodua koko. Na se wo ka kire me se wo koko na wo kodua no. Nyame ya adom na oti wo koko a bag bia mema wo empem ensia. Eno na mehwe anim ebe encourage me. Ye ka kire kuafo nyina se obi anhwe eno wamfa ne koko ankoma galamsefo. Okoba ebi kura na ebi num twa omkoko di dua bene rubber no ne niam na emetesa. Me ma yedwuma koko board ache. Ye call rounds education sa na koko ne bo wo form na enhye kuafo no enkura. Na obi abeka kire me se ukoko no ma wo kra obi language o mo use ya na bia wa tie ni ye o man ga so me ma 6,000 keke o mo say anye ye kra so anye ye kra
that a promise and answer o mo ka say at the time
obi wuntie o ma ye ne yo
meba o mo ka say at the time at the announcement of 3,100 buy you know. And Omoka said at that time, based on the prevailing circumstances, no, there was some buying 6,000. And as Omoka saw more mobile power on Bema 6,000.
I'm so bomb. Obi ebi a untie or more promises in a year. O colleague is Captain Smart.
Yes.
O Sheda Busana say, Ubusa, Yera, Dr. Eric Opoku say, Intimo ba. Mubetia 6,000 na obie ne nsam ye no nyina mu sei o se ye ntua 6,000 no na koko no na ye hwan dia
Eric Opoku
me wo video no me hwehwe dia ma o se ye ntua 6,000 no na koko no na ye hwan dia you can ask him those are his words quote and unquote
means on na a futuristic or just
yes o frɛ kuafo nyina ka odade so aba ofre kuafo nyina akọ dade so aba ewo ahafo region se omo ba omo betua 6,000 entini ye campaign no okofie bia mu ne ye house to house campaign okofie bia ma no mo busa o se ye de kokọ adwuma ne ye enti se mo betum akọ 6,000 ama ye de a ye be consider ne ato ama mo na obi se ye toma no no omo ba omo betua 6,000 o man ka se na e atie omo promise no ye almost see a bar, you bet you 6,000 cedis per bag. Era at 2 force and cry there, he even went further at a point or promises 7,000.
So about 60 million. Oh, Shabono, Riffy said the exchange rate, was a factor. Oh, politicians might be Amokan. So I took force on bonus of what a year. They only those making the argument make sense to me. And this is argument, it makes sense to me. Say, The purchasing power today no so no abafom. Again, the macroeconomic indicators now are relatively better. Inflation is slowed down. Next, the number boy then the but at a slower rate compared to MPP also no. In there be a DD and cabin ton of 5 CD and MPP and over ton 3 CD 50% and 4 CDs. Next, the purchasing power the cocoa from an enya western the star, enya basa value a binding man on ain't mean better than life. What I said, so that explanation also makes sense. But this is a lesson to the politicians. Mutu opposition mo kabrofo na ye correctma na chidifo atu agu yeso eze ye public debt omo nyina ni mpefe se public debt na e wo ho no ne papa mu pesi ekotu ni cedis bomunye no akoti ni dollar but when the dollar appreciated that and no dey no my we've saved 150 billion from the public debt now to force account the budget you dey make cannot be disputed but because it's appreciation of the cedi nti wan kasa unkotu ya besia bia what they call dollars, $100. Say time the CD equivalent in 1,500 CDs. If the dollar appreciates, if the CD appreciates against the dollar, nobody 12. Okay, what then 1,002? Unko 300 CDs no. It just by because of appreciation. But what you are applauding for is that the depreciation or the appreciation is because of the work you've done, but not necessarily because you pay their debt. You see, that is where the issue is. So for me, Randy argument now, it partly makes sense to me. I think that they need to go further and explain to the cocoa farmers that the bank cannot pay the 6,000. Based on my course, the bank has to just 6,000 and possible they can pay. However, they must learn the lessons. When you are communicating to people, fidelity to the fact, communicate clearly. And Randy media tono in media so far and media Thomas we piece of them and he's done so well. Explanation Thomas has to say better farmers and assume na the way they understand it and the way you just say to me media and it's a different conversation altogether. But I believe that they need to explain it further to them. For amount for bofu cocoa farmers need feedback and no they need to go down and explain it to them.
Na mo aya de cocoa mudi kwedi sika kikiribie sika kikiribie mudi cocoa kwedi. Why dare you? Me ame brano owurade nyame why dare you ade 200 Ghana cedis anuru we dey to cocoa mu mo tiateme me kwaka mo tiateme mo macheme mo nkume dia mo pano mo nya yabre okay.
Explain it to them. Tell me you say to you. Remember example, YouTube would make $100, right? In January. Now me 1,500 CDs. And then say YouTube to make $100 now. I about 1,001 CDs. In the Akran am then a juma. So me can say me pay again the CD no. And the CD come between $50 under the dollar. January na me mano 750 Ghana cedis. And then sa Akran na me mano just about what 550 Ghana cedi. 200 that. E say me church mu chire no ti ase. Do some share the boss say they be $50 there, but my money CD equivalent because you ma farmers no dollar. You bomb dollar crest what because a 35 na the man $10 equivalent to 100 cedis. Do say 100 cedis, but the purchasing price actually 1,200. We need to explain this to them because it's a bit checkered. That's why I wanted to get a better explanation. So the me tias ye me nka say what you say wrong. This is how I you see to understand. I can better explain it to you. Subscribe me. Na fa comment bra ka ho. Na me share no kan say dey be American me here Ghana and Sunya to make sure so be show you them. Take off yourself. Bye bye.